It's safe to say that the Star Wars Jedi Survivor cosmetics system is absolutely massive, and there's so many small details that you might not know about. So in this video I'm going to be going over everything to do with cosmetics within the game, showcasing how you can fully maximise your customization potential, as well as giving you a few tips on how you can change certain components of your lightsaber, for example. And I'll wrap things off by going over how you can unlock customization as well, so make sure you do stick around until the end of the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Jedi Survivor content. Without wasting any more time, I'm going to start off by the cosmetics at the workbench, going from left to right. So we start off with the blaster. The blaster has 3 components in total, with the barrel, the body, and the grip. And then on the barrel you do also have this attachment which you can toggle on and off. And that attachment is different depending on what you use. So for example, if you use the DL44 for example, you then can toggle on and off the scope. So it's purely cosmetic only. After you've played around with your components, you can go over to the materials section where you can change the primary, secondary, accent and grip colours of your blaster using an array of material sets. Each material set has 5 different materials within them, so you can go and have a look on this Inquisitor one for example, and you can change between the black, red, grey, light grey and white. And then you can have your polish as well. Now I've not really noticed any difference between the polish, to be honest. I think it's meant to make it a bit more shiny, but I really cannot tell a difference. And like I said, the same can be done for your secondary colours, your accent colours and your grip. And with regards to the condition, you can change it from pristine all the way down to ancient, with pristine being brand spanking new and ancient being very, very old. Now the lightsaber is very similar to that of the blaster in that you have your components and then you have your materials, and the lightsaber customization is essentially just the same system as Jedi Fallen Order. So you have your different emitters, and then for the crossguard you have your different vents that you can play around with, which is really cool. Then you have your switch, your grip, and then a new piece this game is the pommel. After that you then also have your grip, your switch, your emitter, and then the pommel for your offhand lightsaber. Now a few things to note here about the lightsaber which is really cool is that with the vents on your crossguard you can see that it says customized vents, and that's because you can change the angle of it. So by default it's 90 degrees, but you can turn it all the way up to 105 degrees, or you can turn it all the way down to 30 degrees, which is really cool, and it does not have an effect on gameplay. Additionally, you may notice that the pommels can be quite different. For example, this is the Justice pommel from the middle section of the lightsaber, however, this is the Justice pommel for the end of the lightsaber with your offhand lightsaber. You'll notice that this pommel looks familiar, and that's because it's the Nidak from Dathomir on Jedi Fallen Order. Now on the left hand side of the components you have the different lightsaber colours, and you've got your blue, green, purple, yellow, cyan, magenta, indigo, orange and white, and these are the standard colours that you can use in the new game. If you go into New Journey Plus though, once you've completed the main story, you can also get Red and Party, which I believe is kind of like a rainbow blade. Much like the blaster, you can then also change your primary, secondary, accent and grip colours, as well as the condition of your lightsaber. So I don't feel like I need to go over it again, but pristine is really new, ancient is really old, and then everything else is just in between. And then obviously you've got your different colours here, there, and finally here. Now one more thing that's really cool about the lightsaber is if you press preview, with your lightsaber you can see how it looks with each blade. So this is how it looks with the single blade, it keeps the offhand at the end there. Double blade, it will then connect the lightsaber together, which is really cool. Dual wield will then be this, so it's basically just how it looks with the single blade but on the other side. Your blaster will then look like this. And then finally you will have your crossguard lightsaber, which is here. So the offhand pommel is only used for the crossguard, and the vents is also only used for the crossguard as well. So that's pretty much everything to do with the lightsaber, so I'll now go over BD1. Now BD customization has adopted the lightsaber system from Jedi Fallen Order, where you've got different components. So you've got your photoreceptors, you've got your head, you've got the audio sensors, the body, and finally the legs. Now again, BD's got a few different options for each one with each component, which is really cool, and you can change them and find them around the map. Now BD1's material sets are different to the lightsaber and blaster, as you may have noticed, but I believe you can find the BD materials for the lightsaber and blaster and vice versa. So again, each material set has 5 different materials you can choose between, and you can do that for your primary colour, secondary colour, accent colour, and again the condition you can have brand new or you can have really old. So that is everything you can customize at the workbench. The stances are just changing between the two, so it's nothing crazy. So I'll now go into the main menu where you can customize Cal. Now that we're in the main menu, you can customize Cal himself, and he's got 5 different components like BD1 that you can change. So he's got his hair, his beard, his jacket, his undershirt, and finally his pants, or trousers as we call it in the UK. And what's really cool about the beard is that you can change, for some of them certainly, you can change it from stubble to clean shaven. And again, there you go, clean shaven to stubble. So you have a little bit of customization there, which is really cool. And like the material sets for the weapons and BD1, each item of clothing has 6 different colours. So if we take a look at the Obi-Wan outfit for example, this is essentially the canon version of it that we see Obi-Wan wearing, but you can change it into 6 different colours. My personal favourite is this white and yellow one, and the same can be done for other pieces of customization as well. Okay, so I believe that is everything in Jedi Survivor that you can visually customize. So now how do you actually go about unlocking these pieces of customization? Well, firstly, there are 3 types of chests around the planets that you can actually find. The first is your standard blue one that you can just go and rock up to and just open with ease. And then you have the green boxes which BD1 will need to slice open, and that was something learned in Jedi Fallen Order, so you can just easily open them in this game. And finally, in this game there are now these orange boxes, and to be able to open them you need to find a nearby electrical outlet, which BD1 will then need to electrically charge with a bolt, and that will then link up to the cosmetic box, which will then allow you to open it up. Now it's also worth saying that some chests like this will be available for you to open, like in this part of Pyloon's Saloon. If you open this up you can get Cal's outfit from Jedi Fallen Order. Now not only can you unlock cosmetics through finding them in the maps, you can also buy cosmetics from shops. Now in total I believe there are 4 in the game. Firstly you have Domodendra's shop, which you can buy things with priorite shards. Then you have Z's shop where you can buy things with data discs. Then you have Cage's shop where you can unlock things via the bounty pucks after defeating bounty hunters. And finally there is Sister Task's shop where you can unlock things on Jeddah via buying things with Jeddah scrolls. The other 3 shops can be located on Kobo. Z and Cage for example are in Pyloon's Saloon, and Domodendra has her own shop across the road from the Saloon. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that is everything you need to know with regards to cosmetics within Jedi Survivor. If you think I did miss anything out, then please feel free to let me know in the comments, and if you have any other questions then do feel free to ask as well. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel for even more Jedi Survivor content. That is it from me today though, thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.